Hello everyone and welcome to Karina's Strolls. So, behind me you can see a sign that says Novgorod region, and today we are stepping in one of the most historic regions in Russia. Here on my channel I tell you and show you a simple life, my simple life. You are welcome, and let's begin our journey from here. Let's look at the sign closer. Here you see Novgorod region. Also here you can see Novgorod Rus, and here is the date 859. It's the year when Novgorod was first mentioned in historical books. So, and you can look at the details. So here is my today's destination, a small town called Chudovo. It's an interesting naming because it is from the word chudo. Chudo means wonder. Town was first mentioned in 1539. And I am here at first time, so let's explore it together. And of course, flower bed near the sign of the town. So here is the building of the local railway station. So here is mural of Nekrasov. On the wall of the Soviet bloc. But the local infrastructure is quite bad in such small towns far from Moscow, from St. Petersburg, because can you see it? Not good. I stopped here because I saw a picture on the wall and decided to look what's in the inner yard here. But it doesn't look good, unfortunately. But there are no doubts that people who live here, they really like this area. I guess maybe 90% of them, because it's their hometown. In each small town or village or settlement, there is 99% church. So it is a Kazan Church, but the territory is closed. I tried it, but I can't open it. Doesn't it look similar a little bit to a church that I showed you 2 videos ago? Anyway, I don't like how modern windows look here. In Russian, we have the word khthon. Khthon, it is a feeling that you feel in rural areas, in small, hopeless towns. And I think that I have this feeling now here in Chudovo. And what am I thinking about when I'm here? I'm thinking that, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I was born in Leningrad and that I don't live here, that I live in St. Petersburg. So thanks God if you are there. It's like hard to feel happy, to find happiness inside you when you live in such places. And I guess that this town looks more hopeless in winter, when everything is gray, white, the sky is gray. Some people, they not only spend here their summer at their dacha, but they live here all year round. Yes, I don't know what people think or how do they choose to live here when you have Novgorod in 1.5 hours from here, maybe just only 1 hour from here, and when you have St. Petersburg in 2.5 hours from here. It's not that far. I would have done something if I lived here. Not the best place to spend your life in. I need to find some place to eat, and also here in Russia now we have some problems with the mobile internet, so I can't use my maps. I want to eat. Anyway, I just want to find something interesting here, something beautiful. Okay, I'll try. Wish me luck. So, I really like when people are trying to make the place where they live much better, more comfortable. I've already shown you flower beds, and I'll show you another picture on the wall. It looks really great. It's a great work of art. Here it is. And here is another angle. It looks much more better than it could be without it. Do you think the same? Let's go for a little stroll here. So there are many dacha houses, country houses, and here is the chain store Magnit and chain store Pyaterochka, and then the pink one, it is from the Magnit, but with Magnit Cosmetics it is named, sorry. So let's go there. I see a sign there. Okay, so when I'm talking about hidden gems, it is exactly what I mean. Yes, it is just like a book here. Look at it. Okay, I'll read you this poem, because it is poem of 1795. I'll read you in Russian and then I'll translate it and you'll see it on the screen in English. So, я памятник тебе воздвиг чудесный, вечный, металлов тверже он и выше пирамид. Ни вихрь его, ни гром не сломит быстротечный, и времени полет его не сокрушит. And now look. Whoop. Yes, there is a gap there. Do you want to go inside this gap? So let's go. Hello. I see an old, really old kids' playground. It looks like it's from Soviet times. And so maybe from my childhood, I don't know. For the brave kids. Have you seen such playgrounds before? It's like I wasn't driving my own car, but a time machine. Okay, so I just wanted to go deeper inside the yards, courtyards, and to see if they have here something interesting. Maybe some hidden gems, I don't know. But it looks like a dull reality. Okay, maybe not dull, but simple. Okay. Here we are at Bolshevikov Street here in Chudovo, and you can see an old wooden house here and Soviet blocks here. And it is a very common picture here. And of course, Lenin head. Common story. Here, so maybe it is factory, I don't know, but it is a former water tower. I love former water towers. So, and here is River Kerest, and people are sunbathing and maybe swimming sometimes. Oh, kitty cat. Котик. Котик. Meow. Okay. And I'm standing on the old bridge. Okay, so here is the building of administration, of the district administration. Kitty cat. Huh? And of course, full Lenin. Full Lenin is here. And house with a good finishing. So I'm ready to leave Chudovo, I guess. So as a conclusion, okay, it's not the worst place to live in, maybe. And the rest of my strolling here, I didn't feel khthon as much as it was when I got my first impression. But as for me, I don't want to live here. I guess that St. Petersburg is the best place on earth to live. For me, of course. So it is boring here, I guess. Now there are many people walking around here, many teenagers, but I hope that they'll find a better place to live in when they'll become adults. It is definitely the center of this town because houses are much more prettier and it is much more comfortable here. Chemistry here. Anyway, even in the center of the city, the courtyards are awful. Okay. So, and yes, dirt here. And this is exactly what I call khthon. And that situation too. And also I know that there are many gypsies that live here in Chudovo. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being with me. So maybe there are something that you want to know some details about. So tell me please. And bye bye.